shit, I'll be back.
What it do, stream? What it do, stream? What it do, stream? I'm the one you want to boom every time I you in feelings. I can't lie. Long, feeling how I'm feeling. I can't lie, shit it all wrong. They get it coming straight up out the trenches. I'm the one you in the. I'm the one.
Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
I thought you were mine.
And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first.
What's up, Azrae? Your whole government name is crazy, though.
Here he comes with the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Breaks into the open. Pass to 50. Pass to 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all...
Hey, man. Don't play touchdown, Scott. Don't play touchdown, Scott.
Decision we ever made, except for one thing. I'll get to that part in a second because it almost ruined everything. Yeah. But first, we left Los Angeles last.
Listen, y'all. This forever set in stone. What up, man? If y'all in the chat, man, say something, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. I'm giving y'all some good content, man.
Landed a job offer right here in Tampa, and the salary stretches in ways Los Angeles neighbors brought food the first week. Silver Lake, we lived next to the same people for 4 years.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Is there a better way to respond than right there? That first possession, your defense gives up a touchdown, and the kick return unit creates the excitement and goes right down the field, makes the huge play, and grabs the momentum back in this football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Sometimes you hear people wanting to take kickoffs out of the game. Not when you get returns like that. 86 yards for the touchdown. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
But the youngins to go better, right?
Throwing Manning. With the catch, it's Townsend. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
Okay, when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Time to take a shot. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The give on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help. The ball pops out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
A give to Brown. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Manning. Fires left. It's complete. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. They'll run it. It's Brown. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And right down the middle. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Marshall. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
To the air, it's Underwood. Grabbed in the middle, it's Buchanan. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the 1st quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Buchanan.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They go right back to it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Hines is back in the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. Hold that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Hook 'em is hooked, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Manning unloads it left. Finds his man. It's Brown. There he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Flips it out to the back.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this fourth down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Motion from the wideout. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
To throw, Manning. Looking to scramble. Throwing on the run. Into the house. Touchdown, Texas. Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28, and a pretty good job by the... This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They go to the counter. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Austin Mack. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
Back to throw, it's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes a hit as he fires. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's Manning to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Manning on play action. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback's throwing from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now here's Mack. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an 0 for 4 start.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, and quarterback gets hit just not on the same page with this target.
He gets it away from his own end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David." It's a fumble. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession.
Yeah, the receiver's got to do a better job.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Arch Madness. Got it. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown Longhorns! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Throwing Mack. Quick completion on the out. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Back to pass, it's Mack. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes a deep grab. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Again, it's Mack. Looking to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Oh, man, that's a touchdown. He's in the end zone. He has got to be able to make that catch.
They're dealing with a second and long. Mack lets it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Touchdown, Alabama! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Run inside. It's Hill. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. The give on the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. Austin Mack. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. To the air. It's Manning. Takes the easy throw in the flat. There he goes. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Play action. Here's Manning. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! On to attempt the try.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
On the move from inside his own 20. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end.
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Offense out on the field to go back to work. The offense changing the play. Arch is going to throw for it. Looking left. The running back gets open downfield and makes the catch. Touchdown, Longhorn! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line to a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing, Mack hauls it in. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown time. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
To the air, it's Mack. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards, and stopped at the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Here's Arch to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Throwing Manning. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Alabama calls its 2nd time out of the half. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Manning with a play fake. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Mack. Looking for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the...
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Now here's Mack. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. He'll try to take it back.
Yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Austin Mack. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Into the house. Touchdown, Bama.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
Wants to throw. It's Mack. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some space. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Inside the 40. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Might be changing the route. Manning going for it all. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He'll get rid of it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sending the offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Right. Solo. Here we go. Ready, go.
To throw, Manning. Fakes to grab. Gets away from one. He's got space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Back to throw, it's Manning. Working that left side now. At the 40, there he goes. Wide open spaces. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28, and a pretty good job by the coverage unit. The Tide ready to roll on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Again, it's Mack. Stands in and takes the hit. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on. Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the USC Trojans. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known.
I'm taking a shit. I'll be back. Ncaa.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll keep it on the ground. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down the field, right? With his...
Maybe some room here. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dante Moore. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Quarterback keep. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for... They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Jordan. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying play action. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches. And what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch at the 35. Makes a move. And he loses the football. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Here comes the heat. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
That didn't take him. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area.
Big grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the 1st.
Touchdown, Trojans. Into the end zone for 6.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And here's the return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's more to throw. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Moore will throw. Rushes on him. Then as he throws. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Quarterback making checks. Throwing more. That's reeled in. It's Davison. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Ducks in the hurry-up. Running inside. It's Hill. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Back to throw. It's Mayava. Caught by Williams on the right. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the lone man wins. That time, the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Badass. I'm taking a shit, I'll be back. Ncaa.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Lowers those pads. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in the...
And he's in! Touchdown, Trojans! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The run inside. It's Hill. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Moore. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Rolling on the run. Fires and picked off. At midfield, he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy.
Ball is loose, and the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Reads it, fires complete. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Powers through the defender. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Lets it go to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Interesting decision here, but if they make the 2, it'll be a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
He might want another play. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One more snap coming before halftime. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Offense getting set for first down. Dante Moore. He lets one fly deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick? Here's Moore to throw.
The sure hands, it's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the grip.
Finding some room. Touchdown, Ducks! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Takes it the other way.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it! And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Throwing more. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and they now lead by 8. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25. Stopped at the 26. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time for a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense in a split backfield. To the air, it's Mayaba. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our
guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Sends it downfield. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, Dave Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Miami's head coach told me before the game, he said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Hurricanes will kick off first, and here we go. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wingo. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. Might have a chance. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Here's a hit. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Manning to throw for it on 4th. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Here's Manning to throw. With the catch, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Manning. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Manning to the air again. On the left side, here's Coleman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the wide receiver. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. 4th down, Manning. Converts on 4th down, still going. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the 2nd quarter. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Ncaa. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like, the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing, Ncaa. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Working on the right. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has real...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Finds a man on the left. Knocked off his feet.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you've got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the 3rd down very manageable. 3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here at 4th.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Got his man. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between their quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Darian Ncaa to throw. They're working that left side. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down. Baby.
So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. It's complete on the right side. There he goes. How about knocking him down to stop him short of picking up that first down?
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Arch Madness. Pulls it in. It's Lockett. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Manning. It's complete to the left. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to throw it again. Grab near the marker. It's Townsend. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Art's going to spin it again. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab. Gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guy.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Arch is going to throw for it. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll run with Brown. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And the offense will stay out there for one more play with 1 second remaining in the first half. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Manning. Touchdown, Longhorn! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards. words, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. And
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Here's Ncaa to throw. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. He wants to throw it again. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot, they've tried it short, they've really...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Ncaa going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He goes down after